last session, uh, we started with the concept of transportation, right? Or we completed it? Can you just check your notes? I think we have to start with this, or we already completed it. Composition of blood we completed, I guess. Is it? All three of you, please do respond. Yes, Panchami?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We completed composition.
Composition of blood is completed. Okay. So in the composition of blood, basically, according to our syllabus, composition of the blood will be having three types of cells. The first one is red blood cells or corpuscles, what we call, white blood corpuscles, and platelets. These three are the components of the blood. These three cells will be floating in a fluid-like substance of the blood. That fluid-like substance of a blood is called as plasma. Now let us learn regarding the plasma. As you can read here, the fluid part of a blood, the part which makes a blood as a fluid. Fluid means what? The substance which has a capacity to flow, right? So the substance which makes the blood to flow is plasma. It will be colorless. As you can see in this diagram, when we take a certain ml of blood and when we centrifuge means when we just rotate it, this due to the centripetal force, all the components of the blood will be separated. So at last you will get red blood cells. In the middle you will get white blood cells, that is WBCs, and above you will get the plasma. So about 55% you will get plasma when you take a ml of blood. So like this, plasma contains about 90% of water. What does this plasma has? It contains 90% of water. It also contains certain dissolved substances, the substances which are already dissolved in it, such as proteins, digested food, the other nutrients, common salt, and the gases like carbon dioxide and urea, which are the waste. So that all will be dissolved in a plasma. Then plasma also carries these dissolved substances from one part to another. How, ma'am? You can ask me. So as I said, plasma will be dissolving the carbon dioxide, no? So that carbon dioxide should reach to the lungs. Their exchange of gases should take place. Then carbon dioxide will go outside the body. Urea is there, which is an excretory substance. So that has to be taken to the kidneys. From the kidneys, it has to be excreted out through the urethra. So like this, the plasma fluid is there. No, it takes all these substances from one part to other part of the body. Next, we have red blood cells, white blood cells, and the platelets will be immersed in this liquid. As I said before, all the other cells of the blood will be floating in this fluid. Understood this concept, all of you? Rihan, Panchami, and Shreya? Okay. So all of you switch on your videos, please, and then write down the points regarding the plasma. Write down, please. If you switch off the video, I will not get to know whether you are writing or no. That's why I said you to switch on your video. If you switch off and then write also, it is good for you. If you switch it off and did not write also, it is up to you. Everything influences you, not me. I did my part. So once you complete, let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Panchami completed. What about Rihan and Shreya?
Again, 2 points.
Completed, ma'am.
Okay. Rihan, you also completed or still writing?
No one, no point.
Okay. Okay, Shahid is here, a new student. Good evening, Shahid. Fine. Shall I proceed? All three of you, shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Rihan completed, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the next concept here is red blood cells. Red blood cells, in Kannada we will call it as Kempu Rakta Kanagalu. So which are the cells which are present in the plasma? These red blood cells are there, no? These are red in color. Why these are red in color? These are red in color because of a pigment which is called as hemoglobin, guys. A pigment which is called as hemoglobin. So you can ask me, what is there in the hemoglobin to give red color to the blood? So hemoglobin is made up of iron. Children, hemoglobin is made up of iron. So iron along with the protein named globulin. Hemoglobin, right? Hemo refers to iron. So iron linked with the protein, linked with the globin protein forms the hemoglobin. What is the function of this hemoglobin? The first one is to carry the oxygen. The second one is giving red color to the blood. So as hemoglobin has a capacity to carry the oxygen, as hemoglobin has a capacity to carry the oxygen, red blood cell function is also carrying the oxygen. Okay, then hemoglobin performs very important function of carrying oxygen from lungs to body tissues as well as from the body tissues to the lungs. It will take carbon dioxide from the body tissues to the lungs. Last point, red blood cells are circular in shape. It is not circular in shape. It is biconcave in shape, guys. It is biconcave in shape. I think you heard this term in the light chapter. Biconcave means what? The shape will be like this. The shape will be like this. So here in the middle, it will be thin. In the side, that is on the poles, on either side, it will be wider. So red blood cells will be in the shape of biconcave. ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, if they are in circular, if they are in triangular or square shape, the surface area ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿಗೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಗ ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? So that area will be less. So if the shape is like this, no, it increases the surface area for absorption of oxygen. That is why red blood cells will be biconcave in shape. I hope you understood these points, guys, right? Yeah. So all of you write down red blood cells. Then write down these points. I will mark the points. Those points you have to write down. Sit in a comfortable position and write. Don't watch this as a movie or a serial. It is not a movie or a serial. It is an educational session. Okay.
Okay, done, ma'am.
Fine. Good. Thank you, Shahid. Circular ಅನ್ನೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ it is biconcave in shape. Yes. Panchami, Shreya, Rihan, all of you write down this, as well as Shahid. Leelavati is here.
Okay, ma'am.
Leelavati. One ನಿಮಿಷ. Okay. Yes, guys, please write down. Let me know once you are done. Yeah. Good evening, Leelavati. You have to write down these points. Be ready with the notes and your pen, as well as sit in a comfortable position. Okay.
Ma'am wrote.
Okay. Can you show me, Shahid? You can just focus the camera on the notes and you can show me. Yes, Panchami, Rihan and Shreya, as well as Leelavati. Completed?
No, ma'am.
Okay, completed fast.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me, Shahid.
Ma'am, this is for which class, ma'am?
10th standard. Which class you are studying in?
I'm 10th standard.
Yeah, 10th standard English medium, no?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah. This is a chapter named Life Process. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Yeah. Please write down. You said you wrote no? Please send me, show me through the camera so that I can see the points.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Complete.
Okay, Panchami. What about Shreya, Rihan, Leelavati, Shahid? Uh, Shreya and Rihan completed. Leelavati completed.
Last 2
Shahid?
points.
Shahid, what
Yes,
about
ma'am.
you? Okay, Shreya. Be fast, guys. Rihan, did you complete? Yes, Shahid, you said you completed long before. You are not showing me the pic. Last 2 minutes. It's taking my time. Okay. The next one is white blood cell or WBCs. It is also a cell which is present in the blood. As the name indicates white, here no hemoglobin is found. So that is why these are not red in color. The main function of white blood cell is to fight against infection and protect us from diseases. As well as these white blood cells are there, no? These will provide immunity. Immunity means a capacity to fight against the diseases. So these WBCs provide us immunity. Then these are usually spherical or irregular in shape. The specialization of white blood cell is the nucleus of white blood cell will be in a varied shape. So based on the shape of a nucleus, as you can see on a slide, so based on the shape of a nucleus, WBCs are of many types. See the shape of a nucleus of monocyte over here, right? So it is somewhat spherical. Eosinophil, see it is just like a headset. Then we have basophil, it is just like a dumbbell shaped, right? Then here neutrophil, it is three-lobed nucleus. So like this, we have WBCs will be having varied shape of nucleus. That is why we have, okay. So that is why the types of WBCs are classified based on the shape. Okay, now, fine. Next. Okay, write down regarding WBCs. I will mark the point, put the heading white blood cells dash WBCs. Then you put regarding okay. Write it and let me know. Please write it soon. Don't take much time. It is already 5:27. At 5:30 you need to complete it. What all I marked, no, those points you have to write. Okay. Soon as our classes got started by last month only, soon I will be sending my mail ID to Shreya as well as Panchami and Rihan. Rihan, you joined lately, but what you guys have to do is whatever notes you've written in biology for the life process, you have to click it, you have to make it as a PDF and you have to mail me. Can you do it, Rihan, Shreya and Leelavati? Sorry, Panchami?
Okay, ma'am.
Panchami and Rihan?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So Shahid and Leelavati are new to the group and new to the session. So I messaged Sahid certain rules and conditions regarding the meeting, and I will be messaging to Leelavati regarding rules and conditions too.
All right, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay, Leelavati. What about others? Rihan, Shreya, Panchami?
Completed, ma'am.
Okay, Shreya. Panchami and
Done.
Rihan, Shahid?
Ma'am, done.
Okay. I think you got my message, Shahid. Did you get my message, Shahid? Please check the chat box.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, done. Okay, fine. Rihan, did you complete? Panchami?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Fine. Let us proceed. The other cell here is the platelets, guys. So what all we discussed? First, we discussed regarding red blood cells. Next, we discussed regarding WBCs or white blood cells. Next, we are discussing regarding the platelets. So platelets, what are these platelets? So these platelets, these will be a tiny fragments. These are not accurate shape. These will be a tiny fragments of special cells formed in the bone marrow. So these platelets, red blood cells as well as WBCs, white blood cells, these all cells will be formed in a structure called as bone marrow. So what is the function of platelets? This help in coagulation of a blood. You all observe, like, I think you all got a cut. Some or the other day you will get a cut, right? So this cut, what happens when you get a cut, you will start bleeding. The blood will come out. So after some time, guys, you observe that the blood will stop. It will not come out further. It is due to this platelet. That process is called as coagulation of a blood or clotting of a blood. So what happens actually? Let us take, if this is your cut, the blood is flowing. What happens when wherever you get the injury, the blood will flow to that region. So once the blood is flowing to that region, the platelets in the blood, what they will do? They will form a triangular like structure near the cut. Cut ellagiratto, alli ಆ place ಅಲ್ಲಿ these will form a triangular like structure by a substance called as fibrin. Platelets ಅಲ್ಲಿ fibrin ಅನ್ನೋ substance ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Fibrin forms triangular like structure around that injury. So when that triangular like structure is formed, that is called as clot. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ clot ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So this structure will makes the blood to stop, will stop the blood. No further bleeding takes place. This is called as coagulation of the blood. I hope the concept is clear to everyone. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
fine. Good. So ಅಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. You have to just a minute. Write down this, put the heading platelets, write down this, then help in coagulation of a blood, and this as a second point, this as a first point, and this one is there, no? For example, this as a third point. Okay. Sorry. Once you are done, let me go know, guys. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Rihan.
Completed, ma'am.
Okay, Shreya. Yes, Shahid and Leelavati.
And I'm also done.
Yeah. Shahid, what about you?
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Let us proceed further. Next. Now we studied what is there inside the blood. Right. What all composition is there inside the blood, what blood is made up of. Now we are going to study how this fluid blood will travel, will be transported in our giant body, in our large or a long body. Okay. In our whole body, how the blood will be transported. So in some of the lower organisms, okay, in some of the lower organisms, so the blood will be flowing in the cell itself. Okay, in the space, wherever the free space is there, no, in between the parts, so the blood will be flowing there. That is called as open circulatory system, which you will learn in our college level. But in a higher organisms, for example, like human beings, blood will flow in a particular structure, which are pipe-like. Those structures are termed as vessels. So what are blood vessels? These are the channels, or these are the pipe-like structures through which blood is distributed to every tissue of our body, to every cell of our body. Guys, you know that we human beings are made up of trillions of cells. So ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ trillions of cells ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕೋಟಿ cells ಅಥವಾ ಜೀವಕೋಶಗಳು ಇವೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So to that every cell oxygen is necessary. Then how blood will go to each and every cell? It will go by, or it will travel by these blood vessels. As you can see here, two pictures you are seeing here. One is red in color, one is blue in color. It is not that red blue is there in our body. All are in red color, or all are in their own colorless blood vessels. These are, for our understanding, they gave this color. So the first one, which is a red in color there, no, it is called as artery. Artery is a blood vessel. Artery is a blood vessel. We have three types of blood vessel. One is artery, the other one is vein, the other one is capillaries. So how many blood vessels we have, guys? Anyone?
3.
Three. Which are they?
Artery, vein, capillaries.
Artery, vein, and capillaries, right? So these arteries are there, no? As you can see, the arrow mark is this side, like this, right? So these artery, what they will do? These will carry the blood from the heart to all parts of the body. To all parts, to the upper part of the body as well as to the lower part of the body. Such blood vessels which carry the blood from heart to all parts of the body, from heart to all parts of the body, such blood vessels are called as arteries. Next, one more we have, this one, which is blue in color. So this is called as vein. As you can see, guys, here, the arrow mark is like this, right? It is going like this. So this indicates that the vessel or a structure which carries the blood from all the cells of the body to the heart. Vein is to the heart, artery is from the heart. Understood? So vein carries blood to the heart, artery carries blood from the heart. Differences you understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what about others? Be interactive.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And when you see the structure of both, guys, see, artery na nodi neevu, artery is quite thick na, observe it carefully. The wall of artery is quite thick. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಪ್ಪವಾಗಿದೆ ಇದು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ, when you observe the vein, the wall thickness is quite small. Andre, it is not thick, it is thin. Why? Because, see, just imagine, heart is a very small, I mean, a tiny part in our body. It pumps the blood of whole body. When it just pumps, the blood has to be carried to all the parts suddenly. So the much blood pressure is there for the artery. Artery ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ pressure ಇದೆ because it should carry the blood from this tiny part to all the parts of the body. That is why, to control that pressure, to sustain that pressure, ಆ pressure ನ ತಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ artery will be having thick wall. Next, when you see the vein here, vein will be having thin wall. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ it has to carry the blood from all the cells to the heart. It is not so much pressure one, right? From all the cells, it should take the blood to the heart. But when you see the vein here, see the structure of the vein, guys. It has some extra part here, which is called as, this extra part is called as valve. It is called as valve. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? Valve ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. What is this valve? As I said, vein has to carry the blood to the heart. Heart ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು blood ನ. So from the lower part also it should take, from the upper part also it should take. Upper part ಇಂದ it can bring easily, but from the lower part, ಕೆಳಗಿನಿಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ತರಬೇಕು. That too against the gravity. You know that if something we just throw, it will come down. It is due to gravity, right? What about the blood? The blood has to go up against the gravity. So what happens once the vein, if this is a vein, guys, okay, this is a heart. Once the vein is carrying the blood to the heart, okay, so these valves are there, no, these will close, so that there is no backward flow of blood. Blood ಏನಆಗಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, towards the gravity ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. That is why valve helps in unidirection of blood. ಒಂದೇ direction ಅಲ್ಲಿ blood ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ valves will be present in the veins. I hope you understood this concept, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Rihan, Panchami,
Yes, ma'am.
Shahid, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, this is a very good diagram from where you can understand in detail regarding the artery. See here, blood flow from the heart. So heart in the blood flow agate, it is carried by a artery. Artery will carry the blood to the arteriole. Arteriole andre the branches of the artery. Don't think regarding this, ivella nimigilla, but I'm just saying the branch of artery is called arteriole. So artery carries the blood to all the cells of the body. Ill nodi, two cells, oxygen and nutrients. So blood alliro oxygen and nutrients will be supplied to the cells. So when oxygen and nutrients are supplied to the cells in a reward form, cells gives out oxygen, nutrients, cells ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Cells ಇಂದ ನಮಗೇನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Cells ಇಂದ, from the cells the blood will get waste and carbon dioxide. That is why once the arteriole sends the oxygen and nutrients, here you can see till here it was red. From here the blood color they showed as blue. Blue indicates, in our body it will not become blue, but for our understanding it indicates that this blood contains carbon dioxide and waste. So the blood which contains carbon dioxide and waste will be carried by veins. or a venule. Venule andre branches of veins. Okay, venules or veins carry this carbon dioxide rich blood to the heart. To the heart. See, blood flow to the heart. Like this, the blood will flow from the artery, from the veins, and whatever these small pipe-like structures are there, no, these are called as capillaries. Understood this concept? Everyone understood this concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Take your time. I think it is around 5:45 now. 5:50. Take 5 minutes of time and draw this diagram very neatly. Why I am making to draw this diagram means from this you will understand a lot about blood vessels. That is why. Can you draw it, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rihan, did you get the point?
Yes.
Oh. Sorry. Put the heading as blood vessels. Here it is already, blood vessels, and then draw this diagram. Then I will dictate you the definitions. Yes, good evening, Nayanashri. Yeah, muted. It's already 5:50. The class was at 5 o'clock, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then why you
Ma'am,
got
my mother is not home.
Yeah?
My mother is not in home, ma'am. So I come at late.
Okay. But from the next class, attend at 5 o'clock, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. We are discussing regarding the biology topic, that is life process. So in that we discussed regarding the blood vessels. All the students are drawing the diagram now. So I think you can also draw the diagram over here.
Yes, ma'am. I will draw now.
Ma'am, done.
Okay, Shahid. What about others? Be fast, guys. Okay, good, Shahid. Fine. What about others? Be fast. Completed. Nayanashri, Rehan, Leelavati,
Yes, ma'am, completed.
Yes,
Shreya,
ma'am.
and Panchami.
Yes, ma'am, completed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then now we have to learn regarding the heart. So regarding the heart, it is a what is that? Muscular organ. Size will be the size of our fist. And our heart is made up of 4 chambers. 4 chambers will be there. 4 chambers will be there. The upper chambers are called as auricles or atrium. Singular, they are called as atrium. Plural, they are called as auricles. Then, or atria. The lower chambers which are V-shaped are there, no? So the lower chambers, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ chambers. These are called as ventricles. These are called as ventricles. So our heart is 4-chambered and it is a muscular organ. And we have 3 main pipe-like structure. Here you can see, this is a superior vena cava here. And here you can see the blue color one. This is an inferior vena cava. These are 2 main structures of the heart. What are these, man? If you ask, means superior means the blood vessel or the structure which brings the blood from the upper part of the body to the heart. It brings the blood from the upper part of the body to the heart. Inferior vena cava means it brings the blood from the lower part of the body to the heart. Understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We have this aorta. Aorta is nothing but a largest artery. As you can see, the blood is going from the heart. Here, see the arrow mark, guys. The blood is going from the heart. Heart in the ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Then these all are the arteries. Okay, these all are red color, whatever you are seeing, no? These all are the arteries. What these arteries will do? These will take, or these arteries will take the blood from the heart to all parts of the body. So whatever this aorta is there, no, this is called as a largest artery. We have many arteries in our body, which is the largest artery, aorta. So regarding the heart, we have so much to study that we will be studying in the next session. From the next session, be on time and be in a comfortable position and take the notes simultaneously. Understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
tomorrow's timing.
Same 5 to 6 it will be. You will be sent the link will be sent to you. So every
Okay.
Friday you will be having biology class. Physics and chemistry will be dealt by other faculties. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Let me end up the session. Bye bye.